My hair looks like a deflated cinnamon roll. Hey everybody, it's Bunny, and today we're gonna do my July monthly favorites. I'm just plopping down really quick to hang out with you guys. I am supposed to pick up my friends from the airport in, 15 minutes or so. So we got 15 minutes. My favorite thing about July is that it's no longer July. I'm not gonna lie. July was a pretty crappy month for me. And I'm glad that it's August, and also it's my birthday month. Leave me a comment down below if you are a fellow August baby swamp family member. We can be in the Leo club. Do you guys remember a couple years ago when they tried to trick us all and add like the 13th astrological sign that you can be, and then it like bumped some people over to a different thing, and they tried to tell me that I was the crab? I'm not the crab, okay? I'm the lion. Smell those beans. Ew. Smell that. That does not smell as appealing as it tastes. That's very odd. Let's get some caffeine. Really quick before I get into my favorites, I want to make a very, very exciting announcement. I don't remember the last time I was this excited about something on social media, but if you guys visit my actual channel page, we now have the community tab on this channel. I am so excited. Basically, that is going to be a hub where I can talk to you guys and interact with you guys so much more. Now, when I want to poll you guys and ask y'all's advice for what kind of videos you would like to see or which device I should do next, we can post pictures, comments, videos, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna be bringing you guys so much extra cool, awesome content there. I'm so excited. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. I think that you have to have notifications turned on for this channel to get notified for the community tab. I'm not gonna lie, I just freshly got it this week, so we are all going to be experimenting with it together, but I'm so grateful and so excited to just have more, like literally, that is just my absolute favorite thing about this channel, is being able to hang out with you guys and interact with you guys. And so this is just gonna give us like so much more space to play and hang out. And I'm excited. Let's look at the monthly favorites. I feel like 99% of my monthly favorites this month are makeup related items. I wore a ton of makeup this month, and I tested out some new products, and also some products that have been out for a while, but I just suddenly got attached to them. And I think we even have, I think that this has been in a monthly favorites before, but I used it so much this month I had to put it back in. Anyway, let's just dive in. I think this item has been in a monthly favorites. We definitely did a Does This Thing Really Work about it at the sort of beginning of this year. I want to say February or March, but I have heavily gotten back into it this month, and a ton of you guys have been asking me over and over again how I've been getting those square looking curls. I'm using that zigzag iron by Glam Palm. I literally just love this thing. It's like if you don't quite want curls, but you don't want like a super traditionally crimped look, you can get this baby, and then you just get like funky curls. Like on the first day they're really funky, really angly, really boxy, and then as the hair sorts of, I mean, like if you curl your hair one day, like you have second day curls, so like the second day curls with this just start to look more like a natural wave. I love it. Second monthly favorite is a semi-new makeup eraser, and it is the same as the old makeup eraser. Like the technology is the same. I don't remember what year we did a Does This Thing Really Work on this. This is like old Does This Thing Really Works that I just love. They came out recently with a limited edition heart shape, and you guys know I am just like a sucker for packaging and cute little things, and I think that these are like $10. I think that they're slightly cheaper than the regular makeup erasers. They are a little bit smaller, but I find that this one is perfect. I mean, I only have two eyes, you know what I'm saying? And this is plenty big to take off eye makeup. I always find that lipstick removes pretty easily, so you don't really need a tool like this. I mean, like literally it kind of fits your whole face though, well, it fits my face. Everybody's face is a different size. Next is probably no surprise to you guys who have followed me on Instagram lately, because I feel like anytime I've made a makeup post, I have been wearing and tagging this palette. I don't know how it's doing on social media. I don't know if people are loving it or hating it. I am loving it. It is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I feel like this palette was made for me because it's all kind of like copperies, reds, smoky, I mean, there's a lot of kind of red tonations. I mean, we don't have like one blood red shade in here, but definitely burgundies, reds, and then these kind of like neutral shades over here that I'm always getting into. Especially if you're somebody with blue eyes, I feel like that this just really makes your eyes totally pop out of your skull. If that's the kind of look you're going for, that's the kind of look I'm going for. Up next is a foundation, actually two foundations that I have been loving this month. The first one is the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation, and it's actually a double-ended stick, so you get a foundation on one end. This is actually the contour shade, so you get a contour shade on one end and a foundation shade on the other. Normally, I'm kind of on the fence about stick foundations. A lot of times I find that they are more difficult to blend out, but this one literally is as smooth as butter. But once you blend it out, it doesn't leave you with that kind of like oily, wet feeling. It just like makes my skin, I feel, somehow look like airbrushed and poreless. I have nothing but absolutely like anything good that you can say about a foundation. I love this one. This is like my favorite foundation I have tried in a long time. That being said, I also tried this one this month, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick. Now, they came out with a super kind of like white shade. So obviously this is maybe kind of like a tip if you're like super pasty fair like me. This is the shade Y205, and I use these two products together. I do this kind of like all over my face and my contour, and then I go in and do this in like a triangular shape underneath my eyes. No, it's not like a total like super bright crazy like concealer look. Since it is a foundation, it does look more natural, but it does just like really brighten up the skin. And once again, this product comes in a million different shades, and pretty much everything I said about this foundation is so easy to blend, stays in place, amazing coverage. You know, these two, like if you're in the market for a new foundation, or if you're in the market for good stick foundations, these two, they're amazing. Another Smashbox product, tried their new primer this month. So this is the Photo Finish Primerizer, and it is a primer and moisturizer in one. Normally I shy away from products like this because I find that sometimes primers with moisturizers in them, they sometimes cause like a separation of my foundation, or they just make me look kind of like oily as the day goes on. Nothing that I want. But I feel like this one somehow has just the right balance. It is, you know, very thin. I mean, you guys can see that it's like dripping down my hand. It does sort of have that gel-like consistency that I talk about loving so much on my channel. And it does feel like just a nice boost of moisture, but it also soaks into the skin very quickly. So you don't get that like over lotiony kind of texture. Does anything, I feel like I just make up words as I go along, and I'm not sure if it's making any sense or not. Next product is also something that has hydrating elements in it. I'm actually not sure if this is a completely new product or if it is just a repackage revamp of an old product. It is Benefits of Boing Hydrating Concealer, and this is shade number 1. They recently did do a revamp with the Boing products, I do know that much, and I am loving the repackage. They kind of made it all look like pencils, erasers, school supplies. So adorable. This actually has a little bit of concealer. I don't know what it is about sticks this month. Like oh my god, the next product is a stick. This is unreasonable. There is a little bit of tinted concealer in the middle, and then it's surrounded by this clear stick, which is kind of like the hydrating properties. So you put it on, and you do, you know, I mean, it's not like a ton of coverage, you know, it's not overkill. It's perfect for this time of year. Maybe you want to do like a little bit more of a natural look if you live somewhere super hot like I do. I've actually been putting this concealer in like trouble areas is what I call them. Like, you guys know I make a lot of crazy faces. So normally my foundation will crease a lot, like in my smile lines, in my forehead, like when I go like that. And I have been using this concealer in those areas underneath my foundation, and I feel like my foundation has not been creasing as much. And I think that that's because this has that little extra boost of hydration. My next and last stick product, I don't know if I've ever talked about these before, but you guys, I got them a long time ago, tried them, loved them. I think I kind of forgot to mention them, and then I got them again this month, and I forgot how much I loved them. So they are the multi-sticks from Bite Beauty, and I actually keep them in this little package that I got because then, like, oh no. I was just about to say I had them all organized by shade so that I don't, like, I just keep them in a drawer like this because they were literally all just labeled with what shade is where, and then it has this great little insert that shows you the shades of each multi-stick. Well, this is going to be fun for me to reorganize this later tonight. You can use them all over your face. You can use them on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips, and I mean, you could probably use them as like blush or whatever too. I mean, they're meant for all over your face is the point. I mostly use these on my eyes. I briefly mentioned them in my Kylie video that I just did. I love to use them as eyeshadow bases and as eyeliners. So you can just go in there with any kind of makeup brush. Normally I use these with angle brushes, but you can just go in there. They are so incredibly pigmented and gorgeous. Definitely, if you're making a trip to Sephora, I would recommend swatching these, trying them. They have a great like cream to powder consistency. It's like when you first start applying them, they feel very creamy, and then as you blend them out, they almost set into a powder. I literally cannot recommend these enough. Next product is kind of like our little makeup remover friend because it is same old amazing product, but in a new color. And that is the Beauty Blender, what are they calling this? Beauty Blender Swirl. This is definitely like the most beautiful beauty blender I have ever come across because it has this like pink and white swirled tie-dye effect. It is literally just gorgeous. Like, if you have never, somehow, if you've never in your life purchased a beauty blender, now might be that time because they do have the most beautiful one ever created. Unfortunately, they do turn out just as ugly once you start using them. This is my used one, if you can even believe that this is this. Somehow. Last beauty product is this amazing mascara from MAC, and it's called Bold, Bad, and Black. This is the one that I received in a PR package when I opened the PR mail with Haley, and it has 2 wands. So you get this nice chunky wand for doing your lashes all over. You really can't go wrong with this one. It has a nice straight brush. Sometimes, and I think I might have hit on this in some other video, but sometimes I feel like when the wands are too flexible, when they're like made out of that silicone stuff, sometimes I feel like they almost don't work as well. So sometimes I like to just kind of go back to the basics and get a nice, you know, very straight, traditional mascara wand. My mind just had like a total brain fart. And then if you unscrew this top cap, this is actually a separate little tube of mascara, and it is this teeny tiny little detail brush. This is perfect for grabbing the bottom lashes and also the inner corner lashes. I know I've mentioned that before. For some reason, I literally have so much trouble grabbing inner corner lashes. I don't know why. It is a consistent struggle for me, but I feel like I miss them a lot of the times. So I feel like this tiny little wand really gets in there, gets the job done, makes my lashes look gorgeous. And then I don't know if I talked about this yet, but this is my new favorite makeup bag for the month, and I got it from Dolls Kill, and I just love it so much. It's translucent. It has like hollow star glitter in there, and then also these alien heads. You guys know that I absolutely love aliens, and I think that this is really inexpensive. I think it's maybe like between $10, $15. So it's very spacious, very roomy, very cute. Last couple of monthly favorites. One is a TV show. It's a true crime TV show. If you you don't like being disturbed, you don't like disturbing, frightening things, you're probably not going to enjoy this. And if you're not like a full adult person, I don't recommend it because once again, it is true crime. So it's murder, disturbing things, but it comes on Investigation Discovery. It's called Evil Lives Here. So many plot twists, so crazy. And it's kind of like they talk to relatives of people that were involved in these crimes. It's like miniature documentaries. Each episode is an hour long. I know I've at least talked about it on my vlog channel. I love true crime documentary type shows, and I feel like the storytelling in that one is always really good. I feel like they have like really good interviewers and stuff, so they really get into like kind of the emotional level of it, and just like signs, and it kind of goes into like a little bit of the psychological stuff. It's very fascinating. It's very good if you're into that sort of thing. And my last monthly favorite, of course, you guys know I always have to include like a squishy or a fidget spinner or something. Gotta put my little de-stressing tools in there. So this is actually supposed to be like a shaved ice shape, but it's so soft and it smells so amazing. I think that this is the rainbow ice version. And I got it from a brand new squishy shop. Well, it's new to me. I don't know how long it's been around, but it's called Delightful Boutique, I think. Delightful Boutique. I will link you guys down below. But they really have awesome, cute, high quality squishies, and I have really been enjoying this one. I posted on Snapchat the other day, but it's so squishy. I don't know how anybody doesn't like these things. They smell so good, and they're just great for stress relief. I always have them on my desk, around me at all times, like if I'm editing a video or just like laying and watching TV. It's just nice to have something to like squish. Do you know what I mean? Fun for the whole fam, fun for all ages. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my monthly favorites for this month. So don't forget to check out the community tab. I can't wait to start interacting with you guys there. I know that we are gonna have so much fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!